Cool, what's good? Let me try and another uncut entry. So this week, I spent the whole week pretty much pattern grading the Forge Denim Jacket. Yeah, doing that. I mean, I haven't pattern graded before, so this is me sort of just learning on the go. And I hate this part. This is like the most boring part. Like any part where I have to sort of be in unfamiliar territory type shit, because then I don't know exactly what I have to do, so I have to like learn on the go, and then that has a lot of friction with how fast I want to move. So yeah, it's not my favorite part of the process, but I'm almost there. So pattern graded, so my base pattern size is small. Let me grab this shit. Yeah, so for the Forge Denim Jacket, it's the base pattern is a size small, and that's all I had, And now that I have a second order from my good friend, and that's a different size, so then now I have to pattern grade the rest of the remaining sizes, which is medium, large, and then extra large. I went with those sizes because the Forge Denim Jacket, it's it has a boxy oversized fit. So when my friend even tried the size small, it fit him, like he was able to wear it, but obviously the proportion of it was off. So he's more of a size large. But that just goes to show like how oversized it is, because he was able to wear it just fine. So yeah, with the pattern grading stuff, I mean, it's not difficult. It's just that because initially what I thought about pattern grading is that you could just scale it. So if you have a pattern, you just scale it. So say you're an illustrator or whatever, when you grab something and then you scale it with a locked ratio. But with pattern grading, it's not like that. The way you scale the garment from one size to another, there's certain increments that you do that isn't, not universal. It's not equal ratio. So what I noticed is you have to distribute the increments that you're. So let's say for the length of the body for the Forged Denim Jacket, you can't just add 3 centimeters of the bottom. You have to distribute that 3 centimeters. So then what I learned was you distribute, what was it? I think it must have been, 2.5 at the bottom, and then like 0.5 centimeters on the shoulders, something along those lines. And then that will then obviously affect certain bits. So the front, the back, basically you'll just have to scale accordingly. So there are certain points where when scaling, it doesn't really affect it. And when you're scaling the width, that will then affect the the sleeve opening. So then that will need to also be scaled, which currently I haven't done yet. So I'm going to be trying finishing that the following week. But in terms of like the body, that's pretty much all done up. And that also means that I don't need to pattern grade the Forge Denim Vest, because the Forge Denim Vest is literally just the Forge Denim Jacket without the sleeves, and then just swapping out the dagger collar for a mandarin collar. But I would need to do some tweaks because there are certain finishes that are different on the Forge Denim Vest compared to the Forge Denim Jacket. So those are just very minor changes. So it's nothing too crazy that would, take time. But what else? What else? But that's pretty much it with the pattern grading stuff. Like, it's very boring. Like, that's why the shit that I've been posting this week, like, it's not sexy, man. I'm literally just on the computer, like, just fucking moving pixels and shit. Because when you're sewing, it looks nice. When you're like the behind the scenes stuff, it looks really nice. But when you're pattern grading, you're just on the computer. Or if you're doing it manually, you're drafting on the, on paper and shit. She's on heat. You're on heat. Why you on heat? You're only like, you're not even 1 year old. Huh? Yeah. And what else there? What is ugh. Honestly, there's also I've dropped the Forge Denim Vest. So that's live on the PoG website, Shopify store. The thing is, yeah, I like designing and all of that shit. I love sewing. But when it comes to the marketing part, I would say that's my weakness. I was lucky enough to do a marketing shoot with Joe Fuller and Sam with the Forge Denim Jacket. That's why when you go on my IG page, you see the pinned reel, like professionally done. It's a really dope sort of boxing inspired, just reel, like a marketing shit for the jacket. But when it comes to me doing it myself, yeah, it's not my forte. Like back then, when I was like a fashion, quote unquote, like fashion motherfucker, where all I cared about was like being aesthetic, looking cool, and blah blah blah. Like I would spend hours just with a DSLR taking pics, shit like that, of me with different outfits and whatnot. But now that I've outgrown that part, I'm just like, man, I can't be fucked to be doing that. But I might have to dig in there and bring that back out so that I can have some decent marketing images and shit for the Forge Denim Vest. What else? What else? Yeah. Because for me, yeah, I would definitely delegate that. Just that part of the process when I have a team, I'm delegating that. I'll come up with the concept and the ideas of how I'd like it to be, marketed. But when it comes to the execution stuff, I'll let someone else handle that. What else? What else is there this week? Fitness wise, fitness wise, then this would be my 4th week of my lean bulk. Lean bulk. Yeah. To be honest, I like where it's going, man. Like I can't wait for it to be summer. Like this is just the bait. This isn't even like the end goal. Like currently I'm 60 kg. So I dropped down all the way to 59 kg or 59.4. And last year, beginning of last year, I was like 68. I would say the max, my max weight before I started the Project Beast mode. And then obviously I dropped, pretty much almost 10 kg in weight. And then now I'm on like the base. I have like a base to build on top of, and this is pretty much it. And with the lean bulk that I'm doing, it's very slow. So usually when people like bulk, they would fucking bulk, like they would eat crazy, like, and then by doing that, you put on a lot of fat. And I'm not trying to, now that I've gotten down to like my leanest I've ever been in my life, I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not trying to put on any fat, because I like how it looks, and if I feel good, look good, feel good. And with that, the lean bulk I'm doing is very slow, so I'm expected to just put on about 0.25 kilograms of muscle per month. So my shit has to be hella controlled. So I'm like weighing myself now. I'm weighing myself every day so that I can keep track, and I keep track of my calories and whatnot. But I need to be very controlled so that I maintain like 150 to 200 calories of surplus, nothing more, nothing less. But right now I'm by the end of this 4th week, I will what do you call it? I'll see what adjustments I need to make. Because so far from 59.4, and then I weighed in on the 3rd week about 60.7. So then that's what? About 1.2 kilograms of body weight or increase, which is, most of that is not muscle. So it could be water retained in the muscle, blah blah blah. Because depending on when I weigh myself, so when I weighed myself that 60.7, like maybe 4 hours before weighing in, oh no, 12 hours before weighing in, and taking a dump in it, like, just, I still had food in my stomach. So I would say I'm more close to 60, in the lower end of 60 kilogram. So practically I would have just gained like under 1 kg. But then what I've also been noticing is that I'm getting leaner. Like I'm leaner. I'm leaner now than when I was cutting to get down to 59 kg. So I think even with that the weight shift, the 1 kg weight shift, I think, yeah, that's the fat being redistributed into like muscle, like being burnt off, and then me gaining muscle. But yeah, this is a first for me, so I'm just gonna see what's up, really. See how things are going. Honestly, I think this is sort of like the lifestyle I want to be having anyways. This is what I wanted way back to be fair, I just have this, what do you call it? Yeah, athletic lifestyle type of shit. Especially when I'm building pioneers of greatness. I can't be like a fat motherfucker and then you're building a fashion brand called Pioneers of Greatness. Like that shit doesn't resonate. So I decided, yeah, I gotta reflect the brand, you know, the philosophies, the boxing philosophies, because Pioneers of Greatness is essentially, you know, taking boxing philosophy and, you know, merging it with fashion. And a lot of that is to do, you know, with discipline, grit, and all of that good stuff. So then I have to practice what I preach. And what else? What else? What else? Shh. What else? Chill out. This is what happens, yeah, when you have girl kitty cats. You need to get spayed, huh? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. What else is there to update this week? Don't know really. I think that's pretty much it with that stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it, man. I'm out. Peace.